Imagine looking into a mirror, but instead of your reflection, you see everything you've tried to forget. The anger, the jealousy, the thoughts you've buried for years. What if I told you that this shadow you keep hiding is actually running your life? You think you're making choices, but something deeper is pulling the strings. Not a demon, not fate, but you. A version of you that you've never truly met. This is not just psychology, this is a forgotten truth about the human mind. Part 1. The hidden force. Carl Jung called it the shadow, the unconscious part of you filled with all the traits you deny, reject, or fear. It doesn't show up as a monster under your bed. It whispers when you're alone. It snaps when you're pushed too far. It ruins relationships, kills dreams, and holds your true potential hostage. And the worst part? You don't even know it's there. Why? Because society taught you to fear it. You were told not to cry, not to be angry, not to want too much, not to stand out. So instead of expressing these feelings, you buried them. And what is buried doesn't die. It waits. Have you ever judged someone, only to realize later you were judging something in yourself? That's your shadow. Ever sabotaged your own success, backed out of love, quit when things were finally good? That's your shadow. Ever lashed out in anger, only to regret it seconds later? That's not just a bad mood. That's the part of you you've been running from. The more you repress it, the more it leaks through the cracks. And it doesn't just affect you. It affects how you see the world. You don't just fear failure, you fear being seen. You fear your own intensity, your own greatness, your own power. Because somewhere deep inside you were told that part of you is dangerous. But the real danger is pretending it's not there. Let me tell you a story. Aiden was calm, quiet, always the peacemaker. At work, he never raised his voice. In relationships, he avoided conflict. People called him mature, balanced, nice. But inside, Aiden felt invisible. He watched louder people get promotions. He watched more assertive people get respect. And every time he bit his tongue, his resentment grew. Until one day, he snapped. Not in public, not in a meeting, but alone, at night. He punched the wall, screamed at the ceiling, collapsed on the floor. That outburst didn't come out of nowhere. It had been building for years. Years of swallowing emotions. Years of pretending to be someone he wasn't. That night, Aiden finally asked himself, "What am I hiding from? Who am I really?" And for the first time in his life, he started listening to the part of him he had buried. That was the beginning of his healing. Part 4. Why you must face it. Here's the truth. You cannot escape the shadow. You can only confront it. You are not broken. You are not evil. You are human, and every human being has darkness inside them. The question is, will you keep running from it? Or will you do what few dare to do, and turn around to face it? Jung said, "One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious." Your shadow is not the enemy. It's the part of you that holds your raw energy, your instincts, your desires, your truth. If you don't face it, it controls you, but if you do, it becomes your greatest ally. Conclusion: the spiral inward. The journey to wholeness isn't about being good all the time. It's about being real. The shadow isn't something to fear. It's a message, a mirror, a map, leading you back to the parts of yourself you abandoned. Don't run from your darkness. Walk into it, because on the other side of fear is freedom. You are not just the light, you are also the fire that shapes it. Welcome to the wise spiral. Let the descent begin.